So again the continuation of the same topic, that is with the help of dynamic graphics we can draw the lines, different shapes we have seen. So like that also in ASP.NET we can draw the charts also with the help of chart control. Like we are using some bar charts, we are using, after that we are using pie chart just to show the description and all. So all such type of charts can be drawn with the help of chart control. So basically chart.series, this is a particular namespace, or we can say that collection which contains all different types of series object. That is, we are having different types of chart which we can draw. Whenever we are creating actually chart, we need to use the different areas or different chart type. So first option which we are having in each series, that is we should specify the chart type, that is which type of chart we want to display, whether it is bar chart or whether it is pie chart. After that chart area we need to specify, that is how much portion it is going to cover. After that we just need to provide the legend value, then x-axis value, y-axis value. All such thing you will come to know in the execution part, but these are the things which are comes under chart.series. After that there is very much important, we can say that this is the tag, one of the tag which comes under chart control, that is data point, with the help of which you can tell the different points. Means if you want to create the bar chart which is having total 10 bars, and each and every bar is having different value, so that is nothing but the data, we can say that the data points which we need to specify, so that till that value only the chart will be drawn. Then we are having x value and y value, that is if you want to display, we can say that on x axis you just want to display country names. So this particular title if you want, then you can make use of this particular value. Or suppose on x axis you want to display the values in the range of 0, 100, 200, 300. So for that purpose we are having x value. Similarly, if you want to display some value on y axis, then for that purpose we are using y value. So these are the different properties which we are going to use with the tag data point. Okay, it contains all such value, that is we have to set x value, we have to set y value, which will be displayed on the chart. Then chart properties and method, we are having new, that is with the help of new property we can create a new chart. And for that particular chart, if you want, we can set the height and width also. Then if you want to add the title at the top of the chart, then for that purpose you are having add title. Similarly, if you want to add the data to the chart, then for that we are having add series. So data means it actually contains the y-axis information, x-axis information, then respective title which we want to give along with the x-axis and y-axis. So all such information will be there, or we can add with the help of add series. Then chart type also we need to specify that which type of chart we want to draw. After that x value, this parameter basically defines the x-axis name means, just now as I told you, on x-axis you will be having different value, that is 0, 100, 200, 300. But below that value if you want to give some title like country name, so for that purpose you can make use of x value. Similarly, whenever you want to provide the values on the y-axis, we are having y values property. After that the next method is write, that is to display the chart, we are going to make use of the write method. So basically whenever you want to take the chart, you just have to go to toolbox. In toolbox there is a data option, and inside the data, just see that before the pointer we are having data section. Just simply click on the data section, you will be having you will be having one option, that is chart. And when you simply click on the chart will get displayed as shown in the diagram. And then just there is at the right side corner, top corner, there is a arrow, just click on the arrow, then following window will get open. In that select the chart type, and then you will be having different types of chart. Like by default it is a column chart they have used, selenium. Other than that we are having line chart, then we are having bar chart, and then we are having pie chart also. You just need to scroll the window, so that we will that you will know, because we are going to create one chart. So this is the specific chart which I want to create. So just see the coding which we have used for to create the chart. That will definitely we are going to learn in the practical session. But this particular, that is chart control, is a type of control which is present in ASP.NET. So we have to use ASP colon chart. ID run at with property we have set. After that there is a titles tag in which total marks of the student. This is the overall title which we have given to the chart. Then we are having series, and inside the series we are having different two things. Inside the series we are having different points, like on the y-axis we are having 200, 400, 600, right, 800. These are the by default values which we have set. So in case of series 1 we have specified the point. So if you notice, there are total 5 points, in which access label, if we are setting the value of access label attribute or property, then that is nothing but the values which are displayed on the x-axis. And then we are setting the y value. Y value means, if you notice, first access label is marks, and its y value we have set 800, and this is the reason why. See the first bar which is having mark as a label on the x-axis, and it's reaching the 800 value. So accordingly the access label and the y values, the chart bars are displayed on the chart. Okay, so basically series we are going to use. In series we can have sub series also. So in series tag we have used ASP colon series. So this is one of the tag or control is there. And inside the series we are having point, and inside the points we are having data points. And we have set the access label and y value property of the data point. After that there is one chart area tag also. In that again we are going to use the chart area control, and with the help of this chart area we can give the label to the y-axis and x-axis. Like if you see the x-axis, there is common label, that is student name. So if you want to provide this particular label x-axis and y-axis, then we have to make use of chart area. In the chart area we are having axis x tag and axis y tag. Axis x tag we have set the title attribute, so that that particular title or the value will be displayed on y-axis as well as x-axis. So chart area is basically used to display the titles. Even if you want the width and height, that also you can set. And series we are using to just give the points and its respective value which you want. So the same program we are going to perform further. So let's start.
Tutorial. In this video, we'll discuss displaying data using ASP.NET Chart Control. This is what we want to achieve. We want to display student names and their total marks in a bar chart, as you can see here. We want the student names to be displayed on the x-axis and the total marks to be on y-axis. We want the x-axis title to be student name and y-axis title to be total marks. And for the bar chart itself, we want the title to be total marks of students. So let's see how to achieve this using chart control in ASP.NET. Let's flip to Visual Studio. Here I have an empty ASP.NET web application project. To this project all I have done is added this web form 1.aspx. Look at the HTML that we have got on this web form at the moment. Also look at what we have got in web.config file and the references folder. Now when we drag and drop chart control onto this web form, there are going to be some changes made to this project. So first let's drag and drop the chart control onto the web form. You will find chart control under data tab in toolbox. So let's drag and drop this onto this web form. So a chart control is added to the web form. Let's flip this to the source mode. First of all, notice this, we have got the HTML required for the chart control. And then at the top of the page, notice that we've got a register directive added. And look at the assembly attribute, it's set to system.web.data visualization. So within references folder, notice that a reference to system.web.data visualization is added. And within web.config file, we've got a lot of configuration. We'll talk about all this in detail in a later video session, but for now understand that when we add a chart control to the web form for the first time, there are going to be made some changes made to your project. So now what we want to do is display student names and their total marks. So if you look at the chart control HTML that we have here, notice that there are two main components of the chart control. One is the series and the other one is chart areas. So what is a series? A series is a collection of data points, as you can see here. So notice that within this chart control we have got one series and one chart area. Now a chart can contain multiple series and multiple chart areas. Okay, now a series is a collection of data points, and each data point here is going to specify the data for x and y axis on our bar chart control. So this axis label here, using that we are specifying the student names on the x-axis, and y values are the values that will be displayed on y-axis. Okay, and to get the x-axis title, that is student name on this bar chart, we're using the title attribute of axis x element, and to get the y-axis title, we're using title attribute of axis y element. And to get the title of the chart itself, we're using the titles element of the chart control. So within titles element we have a title element, and we are setting the text property to whatever we want the title to be displayed on the chart control. So pretty straightforward HTML there. Now here we are specifying the chart data declaratively on the HTML. It's also possible we can specify this programmatically in the code behind file. We'll discuss that in a later video session. For now, let's get this HTML onto this web form. To speed things up, I have already typed the HTML that you have seen on the slide. So let's copy this and paste it right here. And let's flip this to the design mode. Notice that we have the student names and their total marks on y-axis. Okay, so let's run this and see if the chart get rendered as expected. So we should have the bar chart control. Okay, and if I right click on that, save image as, notice that this bar chart is actually rendered as an image. Alright, now if you look at the HTML here, so we have one series and one chart area. Now if we have multiple series and multiple chart areas, we need to associate a series to a chart. Okay, now how do we associate series to a chart? Using chart area attribute of the series element. So chart area equals, so what is the name of this chart area? It's chart area 1. Okay, so we use the chart area attribute to associate a series with a chart area. We can have multiple series associated to a same chart area. We'll talk more about that when we talk about multiple series charts in a later video session. But for now, just remember that to associate a series to a chart, we use chart area attribute. Now initially we didn't have this chart area attribute, but it still worked as expected. So how did it work? Since we have only one series and one chart area, by default this series is associated with this chart area. Okay, now if you want to be explicit, use the chart area attribute. Now what is going to happen if we specify a chart area that does not exist? Now if I flip this to the design mode, notice that we have an error rendering the control. And if you want to know what exactly is the error, run the application, and at runtime you'll get to know that a chart element with name chart area 2 could not be found in chart area collection. So within this chart area collection, we don't have any chart area with that name chart area 2. That's what the error says. Okay, so in this video we have seen how to display data using bar chart control. There are